Good evening. I'd like to thank you for joining me once again on the 2020 Economic Recession and Preparation channel. I'm your host, Tony. Thank you for joining me today. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. I took some time off and enjoyed family and friends. We have much to be thankful for, much to be grateful for, and we are just elated that we have this opportunity here to be able to live in a country where we can celebrate the freedoms of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And so today I want to talk about the economic news that we have coming out this week. Starting off, we have the November earnings report is going to be coming out as well. But third quarter growth only grew at a moderate 2.1% annual rate in the third quarter, according to CNBC.com. So as you can see that the economy is slowing at a drastic pace, okay, as we head toward 2020. And we've been saying this all along, that 2020 is going to be a drastic year of transition, both in terms of earning GDP, interest rates, and the overall global economy is going to be shrinking. But the U.S. economy is going to be feeling it at a more faster pace. Many economists say, however, that they think that the growth is slowing sharply in the current quarter. So in the fourth quarter here, as I look around Black Friday, I didn't really get out to these stores, or, I kind of stayed in with my family and watched movies and ate food. But as I looked around at the stores driving around town, and I didn't see quite as much as the volume as was seen in previous years. Even though a place can be full, there wasn't that many bags in hand. There wasn't that many sales, even for the kids. Parents were shopping for their kids, but not at the rate that we've seen in the past in terms of buying toys and gifts and starting the holiday season off. As a matter of fact, the stores did everything they can. They opened at 5 p.m. Thanksgiving, as you know, 6 p.m. A lot of these stores like Kohl's and Target, Ross and Marshall's and Nordstrom's and et cetera, but it did not make an impact, okay, because we're seeing that the growth is slowing down significantly. So as the economy continues to spiral towards 0% growth, this fourth quarter we can expect GDP to continue to decline under 2%, and that's going to slow the economy down, okay, because the economy the economy began the year at a sizzling rate, 3.1% GDP rate back in January. And that's because of all of the tax cuts that the president put into for the companies, the billionaires, the super billionaires. But now that that's worn off, we're going to see what this real economy is about, okay? The holiday shopping spending and the consumer confidence index shows that consumer confidence has started to weaken. Okay, and rightfully so. And this is global, not just the U.S. Because according to Bloomberg.com, the world economy is hooked on debt, more debt. Okay, the cheap borrowing costs, this cheap money because of these low interest rates, have led to soaring record debt in the U.S. over $23 trillion of debt here, and in the world debt with China, Japan, Germany, Switzerland. These countries are in massive debt, and the only way to get out of it, there is no way to get out of it, is a financial reset. And that's going to cause major pain for the consumer, major pain for the industries, and cheap, easy money. A decade of cheap, easy money has left us with $250 trillion of global government, corporate, and household debt. So that works out to about $32,500 for every man, woman, child born on earth. Okay. How are we going to continue to say the economy is growing at a healthy pace when we have this much debt load in the world and this much debt load in the United States? It cannot be. And that's why I continue to encourage you to prepare as best way you can. I know it's hard. We all have bills. We all have to survive in this world. But put aside some resources every other week as best you can. If that's $50 a month, if that's $100 a month, if that means buying more survival gear, buying durable clothing that lasts you throughout the years. As the global climate change, as you know, we're heading into a solar minimum cycle next year, grand solar minimum cycle, which means that it's going to be cooler than normal winters and hotter than normal summers, and the crops are not going to grow or yield as much for the Midwest farmers and those in the West, out West in California. That, coupled with our food supply, has been tainted. As you know, we had the Fukushima nuclear plant tainted the waters. We've got plenty of trash in our waters. It's polluted. The fish is coming out with a lot of. I just read a story about the Everglades. The fish are coming out with 3 heads and different tumors on them because of the chemicals they're spraying in these lakes, rivers, and seas, and all of the trash that is in these bodies of water. Okay. So that's going to have an effect on the economy if we can't have good fishing. The fishermen can't make money. The farmers can't make money because they're getting mutated animals out of the sea and out of the land due to all these drastic chemicals that they're spraying. That's going to continue to create issues on this economy, and let alone the debt load that we have. Okay, so we're facing natural climate disasters along with a massive debt load can mean a 2020 recession is around the corner. There is a 70% chance now of a recession in late 2020, fourth quarter or early first quarter 2021, which we're anticipating very soon. Okay, so you need to be getting prepared. I will not be gambling in the stock market because even though it's reaching record highs, that's just for show. It's just numbers on a page, on the computer screen, algorithms. The real world, everything is inflated. Real inflation is hovering around 8 to 9%. The Fed says inflation is under 2%. That's not true because that's not counting the CPI index and energy and utility costs that we've experienced going up, especially in the wintertime. So as we head towards wintertime. So I continue to encourage you to get prepared and stay prepared. This is not going to be a one and done thing like in 2008, 2009 financial crisis. This is going to be a long duration recession, depression. I'm talking about 4 to 5 years or more possibly that we have coming down the pipe. And so because of that, no country's going to be able to bail each other out because they're all in debt. They're all in survival mode right now, okay, and all in protectionism mode, protecting what the assets that they have. China's protecting their assets, their resources, and United States is protecting theirs. Russia, Japan, all of the big G20 countries are protecting their resources and assets now as they know that the downturn is near. So don't be caught with your pants down, your economic pants down here. Continue to prepare, okay? Stock up on, have cash on hand, have food, water, medicine, ammo while you can get it. Because once this stuff goes out in short supply, there's no telling when it's going to come back, okay? I'm talking about statewide, countrywide, okay? Because they can say tomorrow, that Walmart can say tomorrow that we're not longer going to be stocking ammo, we're no longer going to be stocking this, and that's it. And you don't have anything, you're going to be caught with your pants down. I do not want that to happen to you or to anybody, not to myself or anybody. We have to take care of each other. We have to make sure we have the resources that we need to survive. So continue to expect fourth quarter GDP to go down. Just to recap, also the Fed meeting next week on December 10th, the 11th, Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Look out for that because there's a chance that they're going to leave the interest rates unchanged because they believe that everything is okay and hunky-dory, according to the Fed. There was one Fed chairman. It was a lady. I don't believe she was out of the Atlanta region, but I think she was out of the New York region. She was saying that she wanted to actually raise the interest rates. She was one of the few people on the board of Federal Reserve that wanted to raise interest rates, but that didn't carry over too well. So I think they're going to leave the rates unchanged this last rate meeting. They're not going to cut rates this time, and that's also going to have a negative effect. It should have a negative effect on the stock market, but like I said, the stock market is phony, but it should have a negative effect on the stock market then once the Fed leaves the rates unchanged, because holiday sales are going to be disappointing for a lot of these retailers, and we're going to see with the November earnings report, which comes out this Wednesday. I'm going to come back and give you that report on this Wednesday, how that shapes up to be, but you're gonna see how disappointing those numbers are as well, okay? So continue to prepare. I just want to make a quick video on this Sunday night to share with you the economic news. You guys take care. God bless this country. God bless you. And I'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.